Lately, I've been into making stuff in real life, like creatures and props, a la Weather Workshop or Jim Henson. So, I thought it'd be a cool idea to make a little creature feature that I can put on a shelf or something. And that I did. Right away, my resources were pretty limited. I don't exactly have the stuff you would use on like a production for a movie or a TV show. So, whatever kind of creature I make, I need to keep that in mind.
Okay, we got tape. Air dry clay, Crayola, yellow colored. It does stain the skin. Boom. This huge ball of wool. We have some paints. I also have some tissue paper and glue. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
And because I didn't know how to do this, I started with the only thing I know, some good old concept art. My thinking instantly went to making a little monkey bat goblin creature, because I thought that'd be easy, you know? You can make the face out of clay and the fur out of wool, and it'd be nice. Right now, I'm just kind of like bouncing between all these little doodles and just kind of exploring and seeing what sticks. I wanted some bird inspirations. I also wanted some like monkey inspirations. I really like the idea of it having a red face. I just thought that was fun. And here I started working on the final design. It's just mostly the last one, except I wanted it to look a little bit more disgruntled because I think that's easier to make. And yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. Look at that. With our loose design done, we can start to work on our beautiful boy. First, so I didn't have to use so much Gianzan clay, I made a little armature thing out of some tape and some paper, some wire, just as a base. This won't show through on the final. And then came this damn green clay. All I did was mix in some blue acrylic into this nastily yellow clay, so it was a little bit more neutral of a color. Now comes the sculpting. My multiple hour-long goblin squatting sesh on the floor. Anyway, it started off pretty slow. I was just kind of adding mass onto the face and not really anywhere else because I knew it would be covered up by fur. Then I was attacking it with this little piece of wire that I just textured up, and it works great for smoothing. Sorry about the filming, by the way. It's I don't do IRL time lapses a lot, so.
Okay. This is where we are. Right about. I just added these little like fat deposits here, but it's kind of just looking like an orangutan without the flaps. So I think what I gotta do, looking at my drawings, I did the eyes further apart. Sometimes you just get locked in and you forget what you're making, you know what I'm saying? Check in a little bit.
Alright, so what I'm doing right now, let me turn on this little light, is I'm just kind of taking this kind of freaked up brush. It's like super sturdy, and just like it creates this kind of cool effect. I think where it's drier, it's making it like shiny. Yeah, do you see that? So I might wait for it to dry a little bit. I'm calling it quits on the sculpture part.
I think it looks pretty good. It's not perfect or anything, but again, I'm gonna paint it and stuff and add fur, so this is fine for now.
This was not fine for now. The next day, I check in on my baby boy, only for my happiness to be thwarted by this nasty yellow freaking crust. Something about my amalgam of acrylic paint and air dry clay was causing like issues. As it was drying, the yellow clay was just clawing out, trying to escape, which was bad.
So, what did I do about this issue?
Absolutely nothing, smiley face. I just got a little sad and started on the ears.
Alright, I got. He's kind of like to shape this wire. So hopefully I can just like kind of yeah, and then I think I can paper mache it. Can it? Hold on, I'm gonna need better measures. Yeah.
Yeah, ears are dry. They look weird. They look weird. But hopefully with like all the fur and stuff, it'll look okay. They're a little bit bigger than I think I should have done, but whatever. I already kind of taped them on a little bit, so yeah. Excuse me.
Now that the ears were on, I started painting. But guess what happened? My iPhone ran out of storage! So I can't do any more time lapses or anything, just short videos and photos.
Oh, you haven't seen them in a while. Don't say anything.
Mama, please make it stop. Mama, please make it stop. Mama, please make it.
So what ended up happening was I used baking soda in the paint. Because like, I know I keep mixing stuff and it keeps ending poorly for me. But in my defense, I heard about this one time. So I thought it would give it this nice, like, almost fuzzy texture, you know? Because, like, baking soda is like a powder. And it kind of did. It's just this first pass looked really bad. So I did another one. Is it a little ruined? Maybe. But, you know, you never know unless you try. So after I did that white baking soda base coat, I started on dry brushing some red. And if you didn't know, dry brushing is just using a dry brush. Just with a little paint on it.
Mama, I just ate a blood sandwich.
Mama, I just ate 2 blood sandwiches. Mama, I just ate 3 blood sandwiches.
Then I moved on to the fur. The fur looked a little weird at first, but hot glue burn after hot glue burn, the little creature was getting more and more furry. Until I was like, hey, this looks pretty good. Only issue was it kind of didn't look good. The eyes were pretty dookie. And if you're making a creature and you want to get anything right, you got to get the eyes right. So I carved those joints out. That's right. I carved his freaking eyeball out. And I replaced it with hot glue. We didn't have any marbles or anything, which would have been ideal. I wish I took more photos, but I painted them red and then coated it in Elmer's glue to give it that gloss. It was looking both better and a lot worse than I thought it would look. So, reasonably, I continued on. And I started work on his hat. I used a bunch of dead leaves and glued them together just to make this little bundle, and then glued them onto his head. I also made his little shirt jacket thing out of an old sweater I had, and I didn't want to wear it because when you put it on, it felt like 20,000 ants were crawling all over your skin and body everywhere.
Tiny stingers jab me over and over. I can feel them getting into my clothes.
I also made his little strap on his hat with it, but then he kind of looked like an old Russian grandma. So I used some yarn. Looks a lot better. And finally, for the hat fabric, I just hot glued a piece of some pants that I thrifted that were a little too tight, but also like a little too form-fitting. Like you could see the chorizo and my two huevos. So, yeah, I chopped him up. But worthy sacrifice. Check out this guy's dope freaking hat. And that's it, by the way. I'm done. I don't want to keep making this little goblin guy. That was exhausting. Holy crap.